No! It's the Frickin' Frack Show, a podcast for the fans, by the fans. This is the Frickin' Frack Show, a podcast for the fans, by the fans.
Frickin' Frack Show, a podcast for the fans, by the fans.
All right, guys, you're watching the Frickin' Frack Show podcast for the fans,
by the fans.
Hello. Hello, and welcome to the Frickin' Frack Show.
Podcast for the fans, by the fans, man. We are fired up this week. It's been a big week, man.
It's been a crazy and busy week, man, in the world and for this podcast, man.
Yeah, man. This is another one of those dream come true moments, you know. I mean, we started from the bottom and climbed our way, man, and we got a big guest to bring everybody for them to enjoy.
Yeah, man, it's pretty exciting for everybody. First of all, huge shout out to everybody who's here tonight. We have a lot of people. Let us know in the comments where you're from. And also we have a lot of, like, I don't know what they call their group, but I'm guessing Otowners would be suitable.
Yeah.
But like we have a lot of Otowners, a lot of new people in the room tonight. And we just want to definitely welcome you guys to the show. It's going to be an awesome episode, and we're definitely pumped up.
Yeah, man, whether you've been with the show since the beginning or you're just tuning in tonight, we welcome you. Huge family atmosphere over at the Frickin' Frack Show. Like Caleb said, let us know where you're watching from. It always blows our mind to see people from all over, not just the country, but across the pond, overseas, and that's amazing to us.
They call themselves Townies.
Townies! Welcome Townies to the house,
That's
man.
cool.
Welcome Townies.
That's better than some of the names for the other bands.
Yeah. Let's get right into this, Caleb. This is episode 53. Who we having on tonight, my man?
All right, Mr. Trevor Penick.
Hey.
We're like, whoa, what's up, man?
What's going on, fellas? Yes.
It is great to have you in the night tonight.
They are the Townies, and the Townies go hard. Okay.
Come on, man. So let's talk about that. Why are y'all called why are they called the Townies?
That's just what we came up with. Started calling them. We got back together.
Now there you go. All right.
I like that answer, man. I like that answer.
So it started and it stuck. And man, they are a force to be reckoned with.
We see that in the comments. You got people from the UK in here. You got Townies representing all day, every day. I mean, wow. Welcome.
Canada, Germany, Australia. It's crazy, man. They're awesome.
Oh, man.
Man, that's something that's always blown my mind. Like, people have fans, but like the quote, boy band or pop culture 90s fans, we go hard, bro. We don't mess around.
We're very defensive about our boys.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, they are.
All right, man. Well, let's pop right into this, man. As Caleb and myself and you were talking before the show, we want to kind of get to know Trevor pre-Otown, pre-making the band, pre-everything. Take us back, man. Where are you from? Where'd you grow up? Walk us through that.
Oh, man. From Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Ooh,
Southern California native right here.
Yeah.
Grew up, athlete, playing sports, loving music, loved to perform. Man, I used to, in between like pitches, I play shortstop and I pitch. And in between pitches, like a shortstop, I'll be in the just dancing.
Yeah.
My dad's like, quit dancing. Stop dancing. But yeah, man, I've always been a huge fan of music and sports. That was my life, and I was in college. I was in my junior year of college, and I went to an audition.
Man,
here we are.
Yeah, the short version.
Hey, that's all good, man. I mean, you know, I guess first thing I want to ask personally is, you know, you already knew you wanted to do something with dancing, especially if you were younger, if you were always, you know, no fear. Like a lot of people tell me I had no fear with singing my whole life. I'm sure you would be the same with dancing. So what was your plan? You know,
So my plan, well, once I realized I wasn't gonna like keep playing basketball or anything like for professionally,
mhm.
you know, I majored in theater and acting. So I was like, I knew I wanted to be an actor too. So like 7th grade, I was like, I want to be an actor. Then, so in high school, I was doing plays and sports. I was doing theater and sports in high school. So yeah, I went to college, and my plan was to graduate from Cal State Fullerton with my bachelor's in theater arts, and then I was going to go to NYU, and I wanted to get my master's in fine arts, MFA, and then I wanted to try acting on the East Coast, Broadway, you know, shit like that.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
I always wanted to do music as I was a little kid, but I was never a singer. I didn't have any friends that like sang or anything, so I just kind of was like, I mean, like.
I know about that life.
Yeah, and then you know, college we started like that was when the boy bands hit, and I was like, dude, this pop music is this shit. I could do this. Like messing around.
Yeah.
My best friend that I used to listen to music and like do dances with and stuff. Okay, he he worked for the school paper online when the internet just came out.
Wow.
He's like, yo, I saw this audition for this thing. The guy that put together Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, Lou Pearlman's putting together a new band. He's like, we should audition. I'm like, okay. So like, we made a tape. We made a tape on like a big VHS. Like we rented out a room in the college, you know.
Wow.
Put on a whole audition tape, sent it in, and he got a call back to show up at the LA audition, and I didn't. We were on the same tape.
Oh.
We're on the same tape, and they didn't email me back. They emailed him, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, you've been selected, you know, to go to this audition." And I wasn't gonna go. I didn't want to go.
Mhm.
You know, he's like, just go with me. Like, you could still walk up and audition. I'm like, fuck that. Excuse my language. Like, I don't want to drive all the way up there. Like, because Orange County to LA is like traffic. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
He's like, just go with me. He's like, just go with me. Like, you gotta go with me. I don't want to go by myself. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll go with you. Like, so showed up. And I'm like, well, let me double check. I just set my email up. I'm like, maybe they just forgot to put, you know what I mean? Like when we got there.
Right.
You know, he's like,
Yeah.
yeah. He checked in. They're like, yeah, you're right here. You'll be in the first 25. And I'm like, yeah, Trevor Penick. Like I was on the same tape as him. I mean, like, come on, I gotta be down there. She's like, Penick. Penick. She's like, no, you're not on here. You gotta wait in the regular line. I'm all just like, So check this. So then I'm in the line, and I'm still like about 2 hours away, right? I'm just in the line.
Wow.
Like, I'm just singing to myself, like I'm just vibing. Like I'm not really talking to anybody. I'm just vibing. And this dude just comes walking down the line, and he looks at me. He just comes up to me and goes, "Hey man," he goes, "What's your name?" I'm like, "I'm Trevor Penick." He's like, "You ready to sing?" He's like, "I'm gonna take you to the front." I'm like, "Huh?" He's like, "Yeah." Like, just go to the front right now. I'm like, okay. Takes me, literally cuts me right in front of the dude that's like about to walk up. He's like, excuse me. Trevor's going. And yeah, I was like, all the nerves, everything I had just like shot out of me. That walk. But when he pulled me out of that line, he just walked me up there. I was like, oh, here we go. Like, let's do it. And yeah, and then I fucking killed it.
Yeah. Man, that's incredible, man.
Dude, that sounds like an American Idol thing. Not, you know, that's like straight out of American Idol, bro.
It was, man. It was, because I'll tell you what, if I would have had to wait in that line the whole time and like, oh my God, I'm next. Oh my God, 10 more, 9 more, 8 more. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I would have. I mean, I probably would have stepped to the. I mean, who knows?
You would have killed it. You would have killed it.
Yeah.
I don't know, because that's not what happened, but I do know that he took me out and I fucking killed it. So,
he's like, come with me.
That was a good feeling, you know, like just felt good to be able to conquer that moment. If you only have one shot, one opportunity. You know, like,
would you capture it?
Right. And I fucking grabbed it. It was good.
It's amazing.
So that was literally like, you weren't a singer, you weren't a trained, like that wasn't what you wanted to do. And then all of a sudden you're at this audition with your boy and here we are. I mean,
I could sing the melodies of songs. I knew every song on the radio. Like I could sing them all.
Yeah.
You know, but I didn't have a trained ear. Like I didn't know harmony. I didn't know, you know what I mean? Like I was a very average ear. I had an average ear.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh
now
yeah.
I hear everything, you know. But yeah, at the time I was raw. I was raw as raw could be, man.
Man.
geez. So what happens then?
So then, so that was in LA. So what happened was they went to 8 cities, just like American Idol, and they took 2 or 3 from each city. They took 2 or 3 from each city. And so they took me and actually Jacob, who made it. They took both of us from LA, and we met with all the other 25. So now I was like super nervous, sorry. Because I'm like, oh, now these 25 dudes are from everywhere, like New York. Like, oh my God, you know, I was so shocked.
Yeah.
From those 25, they took 8. They took 8 from those 25. And that was like the biggest, there were dudes way better. You know, like Dan Miller didn't make the 8.
Oh, that's insane.
We pulled Dan back in after. But that's because they were also casting a TV show.
Right. Yeah.
They weren't just casting a singer dancer person. You know, they wanted, you know, someone who's good. You know, I'm a good character for TV.
A personality. Yeah.
So I was, you know, if you had a judging scale, you know, singing, dancing, TV personality, like I'm at the top of 2 of those.
Wow, man.
So the singing, it was like, all right, well, let's see what he does. Like, let's bring him along, and then let's see if he gets better. Let's see if he practices. Let's see if he works, which is what I did. And so I ended up making it.
Man, that's a crazy time, man.
Yeah, it was,
you know,
man.
I mean, it was very, like you said,
Yeah,
it was a life change. It was the life-changing moment. But it's so crazy to think, because like you said, the internet just started and everything. I mean, so that was early, early 2000?
Yeah,
Oh, no, 99.
November,
Yeah.
November 99. I missed
November 99.
Oh man, I had a flag football tournament that weekend. Northern California for us. If we won the tournament, we go to New Orleans for New Year's Eve to play in the national tournament. My fraternity had done that already, 2 years already, and I'm like, I can't. I was so mad because I had to miss this tournament because I was so excited to go all out. And
Man.
they ended up winning. I didn't end up getting to go to New Orleans because I was in the process of I was on a TV show, but they were giving me all kinds of shit like, oh, you're gonna go sing and dance instead of playing. You know, finally they text me now. They're like, hey, I guess making that decision was pretty good.
Yeah, we would say so too, man. We would say so because you followed. I mean, I know you wanted to be there for flag football, but you went to something a little bit bigger, you know.
Yeah. It ended up working out.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me to think about like the forks, right? Like if I went left instead of right, like where would I be right now? Like that's one decision, man.
No,
yeah, I kind of think about that kind of stuff, man, when it comes down to decision making. And there's a lot of people say they don't look back at the past, but like I find myself kind of exploring the what ifs.
Right.
It's crazy. And to think about like, oh, if I'd gone to flag football tournament, I mean, like, if I had just not said, oh no, you go ahead, dude, like I'm gonna stay here and just get my flag taken, things like that. It's just like what I mean, to think about that, man, your whole life, who as a person, who would you be today? Like, I mean, that's crazy, man.
What would you say your biggest inspirations were?
I mean, back then, musically it was like Boyz II Men. But I mean, like I was a huge, like I love Will Smith. Loved Will Smith, like since DJ Zazzy's Jeff and Fresh Prince, and in this corner. And I was always like, look, he did music, he did acting, he did, like I always was like I could do that too,
You did.
And I am. I mean, I'm
You know
not
you
on
are.
that level. I'm not on that level, but I'm gonna get there.
Yeah, absolutely,
So,
man.
yeah, man. I just constantly continue to try and follow my dreams, man. Like, I just have so many things I want to do. Like, it's still early. It's early. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a long book, man.
Yep.
You know,
It's a long
So-
chapter.
we're just it's just the book's just getting good. Like,
Yep.
you know,
It is, man.
And I think with the internet now, like, I mean, because you came up at a time where it was just starting, right? But like what people can do, like what people have done during the pandemic with the internet, man, it's a game changer
No, it's crazy.
all around.
Trying to catch up to that stuff. So, yeah, I mean,
Are you-
you're
Are you
right.
tech savvy?
No,
Uh,
working on it.
Hey,
Working on
man,
it. You know, the
it just
good
thinks.
The good thing is I have 10 nieces and nephews. I've had them for a long time.
Oh,
And they're like, now they're, 22, 23, 20, 20, and I'm like, yo, they love music. So we're always talking about music. I'm always, one of my nephews is like trying to, writing and doing music and producing and stuff. I'm like, yo, let's go. And then, I got my other nephew who's like trying to do a lyric video and stuff. Like, so I can hit him up and be like, you guys know someone that could do this for me or this? Like, so it's good. I try to keep everything, keep it all tight. Keep it in the
ain't nothing
family
wrong
as
with
much as
that, man.
Keep it in the
Hey,
family.
man. Family's good, man, especially when you
Yes.
have 10 nieces and nephews.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
Except for
It's
Christmas
awesome.
time,
I mean,
Yeah,
you know what?
that's gotta be rough.
You know what? You think it is, but it's just, I know that it's there. I know what I have to, I know every year I'm like, okay, I got to get these. And there's nothing better than watching them open them. You know what I mean? Like, that's the
true.
best part. That's the best
true.
part. And when you hit it on the head with like something good, and they're like, yo, uncle, you know what I mean? That's the best. Especially like, my nephews, like when they're getting older, and I'm like, I'm gonna get them this gear. Like, shit, I'm like, I would rock this. Like,
Oh,
like, they're like, yo, that's dope. I'm like, yes. You feel good. You feel
Good
validated.
uncle.
You feel validated with that.
Yeah, you do, man. I know. I just got my nephew some Power Rangers I need to bring over, and I feel so proud because I know they're gonna be like super dope about it. Like,
Right. And
That's something I do with my boy.
Oh yeah. So you have a kid, Sassy.
I have a son and a daughter, man. My daughter's 7,
nice.
my son's 5. Yeah, he starts kindergarten in a week and a half, man. It's wild.
Oh, nice.
I have a
Is he
Chihuahua.
excited?
He's fired up, bro. He's fired up. It's crazy.
I love it.
Oh man, that's gonna be life changing,
Happy
man.
for you.
Yeah.
Dan in Otown. So his kid is, I think he's 10 now, and he's soccer. Is like, and he's. I mean, Dan was an athlete. Okay, Dan's like the white boy that played basketball. Like, the sweat. He has hand-eye coordination. He's an athlete. And his wife, was like cheerleader. Anyway, long story short, his son is awesome, and his son is like super works hard and loves the game and like would rather pass to his teammate. Like, anyway, they're doing all these like soccer tournaments, and I'm just like, yo, send me the live feed. Like, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of Dan. Because he's 10 and Dan's a coach, and he's, it's super, they take it so serious, and I mean, it's awesome. Can't wait to be a dad. That's basically what I'm saying. So, yeah, But I'm super jealous of Dan. It's so good, man. I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So you guys said that you were there. They narrowed it down to 8. At this point, you knew, hey, we're making a TV show. We're not just doing a band. We're making a TV show. Did it set in that it was real? I mean, or did you always have that thought that, hey, man, we could lose this at any time? I mean, when did it become this is happening?
I mean, the whole time. I mean, we knew it was going down. I mean, especially like when we were the 5, one of the guys quit.
Oh.
So we became 4, and it was like Ashley, me, Jacob, and Eric. And we wanted to stay 4. We wanted to stay 4, and it was like that was a moment when it was like, look, guys, like there's all these other dudes out there that, you know, we could get, or Lou was gonna hire someone, and we wanted Dan. You know, we wanted Dan. We fought for Dan, and then when we got Dan, that's kind of when it started to like. And then the TV show started to air. When it started airing, that's when it felt real. Like, okay, like now people know who we are. Now, like, you know, we got to go get good now. Like now we're out, and we're already being compared to Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
Yeah.
Have been together for however long. You know, we've been together for 2 months. We're not gonna be that good. All right. There's no chance. I mean, that was an uphill fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But our story's different. Our story's not their story, but
yeah.
You know, that was, I say, like, yeah. Once the TV started airing, that was that's when it got real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I find you guys, you know, I would say, like if you want to compare to anybody, I don't know, you guys have a different sound, you know, and don't get me wrong, New Kids has a different sound. Boys to Men has incredible sound, but like, you know, you guys have you know, that's the thing about boy bands. Like, whenever people want me to compare who I like better, I'm like, they're two different sounds, man. You know, I judge things by sound. I'm very sound engineered 24/7. And I was listening to stuff on Spotify last night about you guys, and I was just, that's one thing I came up with was you know, the sound you guys create. It doesn't sound like Backstreet, doesn't sound like NSYNC. It's a different sound, man. That's what, dude. I mean, I love that. I love that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. And you know, the best thing is, like, our last album that's out there right now, OTWN, we wrote the entire album.
Yep.
I love that.
You know,
that's incredible, man.
You know, we love that. We're very proud of that. Because, like, that's what I always tell everyone, man. Like, I'm in a group with 3 badass dudes.
Yeah.
Like, those other 3 dudes are dope. They're all extremely talented. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, they went around the country. They went around the country. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man. I mean, every day. I mean, when we write, everything that we do it all. We run our own business. We don't have a label. Everything's done by us. You know.
Oh, that's incredible, man.
Artwork, VIPs, you know, everything you see, the music, it's all, you know, done by us. Luckily, our fans, you know, we did a Kickstarter for this last album, the one that we wrote the whole thing for. They kickstarted it, and they you know, paid for us to. They basically, you know, executive produced it for paying for all studio time. So yeah, man. I mean, so I appreciate you know, noticing that it's different and hearing, you know, what those differences are. But you know, we love our sound. And like I said, man, those dudes can write songs, man. I'm like, you guys, like, let's go.
That's amazing to hear that you guys wrote the last album, because that's what I started off with. Because I know, you know, I knew the beginning. I know I know the hits. I know all those, but I didn't realize, you know, see, we're huge Backstreet fans. We're huge fans, but like, I didn't start getting into Otown. And maybe it was because of Backstreet. It was all these people clouding everybody, you know, at the same time. But like, I don't know, recently, I hate to admit that, you know, I really do.
I agree.
You know, it's you know, but like, you know, like last night I was listening to the new album, and it was just different, you know. I mean, I could tell, like, you know, it wasn't this, you know, it seemed like whoever was writing it had control, you know, over the lyrics. And I mean, you know, hats off to you guys for writing your own music. I mean, I love that kind of stuff, man, especially from a boy band, because like you said, you got 4 talented individuals. Like, everyone's incredible. I'm sure you guys can come up with something, you know, like, but yeah, man, I am a townie. Is that it?
There you go. There you go.
There it is.
I'm definitely,
let's go.
Definitely, man. You know, but yeah, like I said, you know, I've always heard y'all hits. You know, I always knew, you know, All or Nothing and everything. But it's just so cool. You know, it's just so great to see that you guys advance even further all these years later. You know.
Yeah, appreciate that. I mean, since you're coming to a show in Houston, you'll hear a lot of those songs. You'll see
nice, man. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to it, man.
Trevor, I think that speaks volumes, bro. I mean, cause check it out. I'm a 32-year-old male. My guy Caleb's over here is a 29-year-old male. It's to be able to gain and if we're being honest, like Caleb said, to gain 2 new fans before we even interviewed you.
Yeah.
Because of the writing experience, man. Our favorite album, one of the best Backstreet Boys album, is the one that they wrote on their label, right? Because it's emotion, it's meaning. The songs mean something to you when you sing them. I mean, that's huge, bro.
For sure, 100%. That, you know, and when the fans sing them back, when they sing back the words that you wrote, it's way different.
You know, you made it.
Yeah,
right. It's like it's still great. I love when they sing all the words back to us all the time. I mean, All or Nothing, we didn't write that. You know, we didn't write All or Nothing. That's the biggest song we do every night. But
sure.
I mean, like we have one of my favorite songs to perform is this song called After the Lights. And I mean, they sing it back and they do the choreography with us.
Oh, man.
Part of the
I need to learn that.
All the townies that are in the front row are all, and what we do is like we go forward, then we go back. So like the two front rows are doing it with us. I'm just like, dude, the townies are incredible. It's so
wild.
That's like such a great moment, you know, and then to hear them sing it back, and like Eric has his part where he says, "Pour the wine and get lit." Like everyone always like, "Pour the wine and get lit." Like it's just,
man,
it's awesome, man. I can't believe we didn't do it for 17 months.
Wow. Yeah, well, you know, speaking of which, how does it feel to be back?
Oh man, it felt. I mean, we did our first round of shows second week of July 9th, Ohio and Pittsburgh. Man, it was incredible. It was wow. It was everything. I mean, the energy, the happiness, everyone, like just the pure joy was just great, man. And I mean, we had some of the loudest, like our ears were like, yo, man, that was just loud. Like that was a loud screaming we've ever heard. Like we literally came backstage, we're like, yo, bro, that was the loudest it's ever been.
Wow.
It was crazy.
What a warm welcome back.
Yeah, man. It's awesome. So glad to be back.
Yeah, we are too, man. We're definitely glad things are moving up, and you know, next the 15th of August. You know, I'm super excited. That'll be my first that'll be my first concert, and since coronavirus, you know, began. Man. So Otown LFO in Houston, everybody, August 15th, my very first Otown LFO show. It's going to be very, very memorable.
Yeah, absolutely. First concert. It's like, you know, you always ask people like, oh, what's your first concert ever? Like now the question is going to be, what was your first concert?
Reset. Yep.
What was your first
and it's so sad. You know, it sucks because like let's see, I'll be going to see you guys, then going to see Eric Clapton. Going to see you guys and seeing you guys again. You know, in Sweet Stock. And I mean, just so dude, that's like the two. I mean, first of all, Sweet Stock. If you love boy bands, if you love '90s, that's where to go. I mean, the lineup is insane, man. And we've been saying it every single day on Instagram. Like, we can't wait. And people don't understand. We seriously can't wait. Like, it's driving us. That's like, you know, 25 more days.
I can't wait to watch Bone Thugs, man.
Me too. Me too, man.
Bone Thugs is like when I say they help me, like the reason why Sin City, like why I even rap or do anything like Bone is
interesting.
I used to fight about how dope they were. I used to have this argument about Bone and Outkast with my.
Outkast, bro.
Yeah, I mean Outkast won. They ended up winning that battle. But back then, when First of the Month was out and like
Yeah.
Crossroads, and
Crossroads,
that stuff was hitting,
man.
I was like, yo, come on, man.
Who's your favorite Bone Thugs member, man?
Oh, man.
Busy, lazy, crazy. I mean,
crazy or busy?
yeah.
Yep.
Crazy or busy? Because crazy was like crazy would do it. He would like he was under the radar like fast,
He wasn't.
but he was low
Yep.
that low tone. Where busy was the one that stood out. He's like, like you're like, oh, but then crazy,
Man.
Like,
That's gonna
Two
be
complete
surreal.
Opposites, man. Those two could not
Yep.
be more different, but more the same.
Right.
I mean, it's wild.
Yep.
crazy. That's why they worked.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be really, really cool seeing Bone, because I mean, I never thought in my life I'd even go see a Bone Thugs and Harmony concert. You know, just I mean, they never ever come around here, and
Right.
but like to be able to see, you know, all these 9-10 bands, it's going to be crazy, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen TLC a lot. I've seen TLC 3 times, I think now, but 98 Degrees, never seen them, and we're such
Same.
big fans. We've had Jeff on, and Jeff is just a doll. You know,
Yeah,
he's just
he's our guy.
so sincere, man.
Yep.
We went on tour with them in 2016.
I know.
That was what set it off for us. That was what. What made us. That's what gave us kind of a lot of new townies. We gained a lot of like really diehard fans that we have now from the My2K. So many of them like, wow, I never saw you guys until My2K. I never saw you till My2K. Never saw you till My2K. So I mean, we loved it. That was such a fun tour. Jeff, Nick, Drew, what are we doing?
Yep.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Let's
I
go.
mean, you're gonna have a nice little reunion, and
I mean, yeah,
you know,
right in Omaha, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man.
Good. I mean, we have the Pop 2000 tour now. We got Mark McGrath.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
with him and Ryan Cabrera, like I said, and and LFO, you know, with Brad, and then you know, Lance and Chris hosting.
Yep.
One of them shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always a fun time, man. We're having a blast out there. It's so good. Check us out.
And that's what it's all about, man. I mean, you know, it's work. You know, it's definitely work for you guys, but man, it's a fun time when you get on that stage. You know, you might have had the worst day of all, but you got to put it all aside and give the fans the best performance you can. And you guys don't fail. I've seen a lot of lives. I love looking at people's lives. You know, I like judging their vocals. I love that. But you know, it's the best thing ever to, like, you know, I don't know. You guys were on a TV show. I think it was like 2-3 years ago doing All or Nothing. And I was telling Vicky, I was like, these dudes sound exactly the same as they did like 17 years ago. Like exactly the same. But I'm super excited about hearing harmonies, man. Again, I have not heard a live harmony in, man, it must have been like 2 years.
Since DNA
Since
probably.
Backstreet Boys. Yeah, that was like 2 years ago, man. Literally in August next 2 years.
Did you see him in Vegas? For
We both did. Yep. At separate times.
That was a fun show.
That was incredible. I mean, especially it was made for the fans, but it was also focused on those who haven't been around like the fans have, to come in, watch the show, and watch every single song that they loved in a row. You know.
Yeah.
It was great. I think it was March 8th when I went to go see it. It was March 7th or 8th. It was the beginning of the residency, actually, and it was unlike, you know, but that was my first time in Vegas, so it was just unlike anything I've ever seen. And then after that, I was like, we're going to see Backstreet Boys every year, you know, and and we have, you know.
So that's something I wanted to ask you. I mean, good job bringing it up, Caleb. You guys have performed in the smaller, more intimate settings, and you guys have performed at a large scale. So we've always wondered, for us, I mean, for me personally, it's that intimate setting because you're close, you're there, from me to you type deal. What do you prefer, man?
You know, I think that there's advantages, disadvantages, things you like and don't like about both. So what I love about what we get to do is that every room we show up in is different. So every stage is different. There's always, okay, there's this over here today, where this is over, you know, they have a speaker I could jump on over there. Oh, there's this area right here I could go on. So like the excitement of like not having the, you know, because when you do like big arenas, you bring the stage, everything's the same every night. You basically, you know, you're almost like, oh, hit this X on this free part, do this on this free part. Whereas like our show is like chaos. We don't. The only thing that's blocked for us is just the choreography moves that we do together. Everything else is like free for alls that we, you know, we like kind of find things. You know,
that's cool, man.
What we did tonight, that was dope. Let's do it again tomorrow. You know, like that's how we figure those things. But I like it. I like smaller. I mean, we do more small. So you know, I might be kind of biased. But I love that intimate. I love that intimate feeling. You know, those screens are right there in front of you. It's usually a bit hotter. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I like that intimate thing.
Yeah, because I've been to the House of Blues in New Orleans for actually for Nick Carter. Yeah, for Nick Carter, and then Jesse McCartney one time as well. And you know, so I've also been to stadiums, I've been to arenas, I've been to all of them. But like, there's something about just being, I know it sounds weird, but close to everybody.
Yeah, I agree.
And all, you know, there's nobody just, you know, they're just doing this, bobbing their head. People are like, get in this. Like you're here, get in this. You paid for you paid for a ticket, get in this. Like you're a part of us, you know. And that's, by the way, talking to some of the to the townies. I've spoken to them, a couple of them in the last few days, and everybody is so open, so welcoming. You know, I was telling I don't know. I think her name's Michelle, and she might be in here. But she was saying like, oh, because I said, oh, I was going solo, and she's like, oh, you won't be solo whenever you get there. She's like, don't worry about. She's like, don't worry about that. And I was like, okay.
Like, no, come over here. Come over here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. She's like, you'll be invited to multiple groups, and you might have to decide which one you like the most and stay with them.
So let's talk about your tour memories, man. Like, who's your favorite person that you guys have toured with? Or, I mean, do you have any like behind the scenes information? I mean, take us back, bro. Take us back.
You know what? I always, whenever people ask me this, I always say like the same thing. When we did the tour with Britney,
oh man,
we opened for her. It was like Britney in Otown. It was 2002. It was like her I'm a slave tour, and she had this huge stage, and then she had this like catwalk that went out to like the stage in the middle. Well, we got to go into the stage in the middle. So like every single night we had to go under the big stage, and we got pulled two at a time on these pulleys, and they pulled us under the catwalk, and then we would pop out on the front stage. Wow. That was always so cool. I loved touring with her. It was awesome because that was something we weren't used to. We weren't in arenas every night. That was the first time we'd ever been in an arena every single night. And like that wall of sound.
Oh yeah.
It was awesome, man. And that was probably like, as far as like a tour is concerned, that was super fun. But we had some big ones we did too on our own. Yeah. But I mean,
yeah, it's really crazy, man. You know.
Who else? We did, you know, those radio shows back in the day. Those were always really fun too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Sweet Stock, like one of those where, you know, it's the Jingle Ball or the Jingle Jam or, you know, one of those, and like you're at Soldier Field in Chicago and there's 80,000 people.
That's crazy.
You're like, what? There's how many? There's how many people here?
Yep.
Like,
wow.
Oh. And you're not nervous. I'm worried that people can't hear. I'm like,
oh yeah.
Good? Is the sound this good? Like, it's just so big. That's just so big.
That's scary.
That's compared to that or the intimate, I prefer the intimate.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we did like right after 9/11, we did a show. We did like a charity show with like Aerosmith, Backstreet, us, like Usher, like all these people backstage. I'm just like, oh, there's Aerosmith over there. Like, what is going on? Hi, guys.
Very surreal.
Icons.
Oh man.
Yeah, but you know what, man? You know, the biggest concert I've ever been to was probably Guns N' Roses. They had I think they said 73 or 74,000 at the Superdome. It was sold out completely. And I'm gonna tell you, like, as much as I love that show, it is different being in those arenas. It's kind of scary, like, because like all you hear is screams.
Right.
Like it's like on the TV, you know, you hear, oh, you know, it's all these screens of the Superdome that they're showing on TV, but it's just not as loud, you know, it's just, you know, about 1,000 times worse in person, you know.
So you guys performed at Sweet Stock years ago. What's it feel like to be going back, man? It's got to be like a homecoming with all these dudes, right?
I mean, yeah, obviously you know, anytime you can come back and do a show, it's always like that. We haven't seen 98 Degrees since like the last time we did a show with them, you know, and like, so running into people at shows like this is always cool. Like we did a I Love the 90s tour, you know, with TLC, like that was the only time we ever performed, you know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah, it's always a good time when you can do that, you know? Yeah. Reunite.
Yeah, man. Speaking of reunite, man, you guys finally getting back together before the pandemic, you know, the reunion thing. What kind of spawned that, man?
Man, you know, we had always talked about it. Just like when we broke up, it was like, hey, let's go, just whatever, and we'll get back together in however long. And like it just never happened. And then like Jacob sent out a tweet, you know, in like 2013. He was like, Otown reunion, and like kind of like picked up a little steam. Like Perez Hilton tweeted it, like, oh, it was kind of like, oh guys, oh, this is kind of happening. And then we had someone come to us from the UK. It was like, hey, I got some guys that would want to work with you guys, maybe do an album, like I don't know if Ashley, you know, we don't know if Ashley's like, well, they'll do it without Ashley. They still believe in you guys, blah, blah, blah. So we're like, okay. It was just going to be one summer tour overseas. we were going to go overseas, like just do like London and then a couple Germany dates. And that was going to be it. Like, but then, you know, it happened. And then the States were like, when are you coming here? When are you coming here? Like, and so it just kind of, we're like, oh, maybe should we actually do this for real? Okay. Wasn't even going to be that, you know? So then we just kind of got the ball rolling. We started doing like really small clubs, like, you know, half full. Like it's been a nice slow climb this time. It was the opposite of what we did last time because we came out on a TV show. We were making the band. Like we had fans right away. So we had performances. We had fans. And so we got back together and started out, you know, it was like not a lot of people knew. We didn't have a big record label. Like, it was like all we could do was tweet and like Instagram, you know what I mean? That's the only way people to find out. And, you know, it started off slow, you know. I mean, a couple of shows were awesome. Like New York was crazy. You know, but we had some light shows. We're like, oh man, but it's definitely, like I said, it's been an awesome uphill climb.
And that's good, man.
I think,
it's been great. And like I said, we do everything. That's what's more satisfying too. You know, we don't have the big machine. You know, everything is coming from us. We're putting it all to work.
That's amazing, man. That's awesome to hear, man. You know, you guys have definitely, I mean, for people, even though you guys took a break, because honestly, look, you know, people, every now and then you just need a break, you know, and it's no different than any other job or, you know, most people say I quit a job and never come back, you know, but you know, and look, you know, not counting the break years and all, you guys have spent years developing this and, you know, creating what it is today. And, you know, Backstreet, they say, you know, we're standing strong because of what you've done. And this one goes out to you. But when it comes down to you guys, you guys have just made this foundation, and it's like, I mean, we're looking at the comments, and your fans don't quit. you know, and look, whenever I said a comment earlier about you guys, and they were like, "That's right, Caleb." It's like, we're strong and everything, and it's beautiful. You guys have a beautiful fandom, man.
We do, man. They do it all, man. They're it's crazy. We love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we had a question come in earlier, and they were asking who you're most excited to see and or perform with at Sweet Stock.
I'm excited to share the stage with everybody.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned before, Bone Thugs is like, that is going to be surreal for me, just because they don't know what they are. Like
they do. They're watching.
I wrote down and learned all of those songs. Like, I was the kid in school that could sing all the Bone songs. Like,
nice, man.
There might be one of those kids in every school. You know what I mean? It maybe.
Yeah.
Like I'm just excited for that. And I used to love, I still listen to their old music, but Blessed Union of Souls.
Yeah, we just had them on, man.
Yeah.
Those,
what are they now? Reunion of Souls? What is it called?
Yep, the Reunion of Souls.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to see them, because I never saw them live, and I'm excited to hear some of those songs that I know from back then. I know they're not going to sing my favorite song that was theirs, but
what's your favorite, man?
It's called Nora. Nora.
We'll send this clip to Eddie.
Yeah, it's a
dude.
It's such a beautiful song, but I have such great memories of that music. With I have this very specific memory with specific friends that really makes me, you know what I mean. That's what music does.
Yep.
That's what music is for. That's what it's for.
It's funny. It's funny because Eddie had asked us what is our favorite song. And I was like, you guys probably don't get this a lot, but my favorite song is Brother from Pokemon. It's you remember that one?
I don't.
It's you ever seen the Pokemon movies?
We had a song on the Pokemon soundtrack.
Really?
And you probably never listened to it.
It's called One Heart.
Awesome.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I know the song.
It plays at the end of the first Pokemon movie.
It does. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, I had no idea that was you guys, but that is great to know, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're super excited about Reunion of Souls. We had them on for like an hour. We had them on for like 2 hours basically the other day, and it was nothing but us just cutting up.
Yeah, dude.
It was so strange because they were just so fun. And it was different because we didn't know how, whenever you put 4 people plus us, we don't know how exactly the show is going to go. And, but it was just like us just laughing, they told us stories about, James Brown, and, it was just like,
hit it and quit it.
It's so crazy though, man. But yeah, we're definitely looking forward to being with them and at a Sweet Stock, and like you, I've heard all their music. When I was younger, I was never knew their names, but I always had like those songs. Right. I know it's so crazy. Like I Believe, I've been singing that song in church for like 15 years, and apparently they're the ones who started it.
The greatest piano intro ever.
Right.
Man. Amazing.
So good. So good. Like,
one of the fans said that Dream Street.
Yeah, because it's like
Yep. One of the fans said that Dream Street was also on the Pokemon soundtrack, and that's how they got introduced. How have I never heard this soundtrack, bro? Crazy.
Yeah, Dream Street. They had little girl voices, I think, on that one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, let's. I want to ask you this, man. Like, when it comes down to like boy bands, what is there anyone in particular you'd love to work with when it comes down to like making an album?
I mean, there's already four of us. I mean,
Yeah.
there's already four of us trying to be heard and be, you know what I mean? That's difficult.
Yep.
I mean, I would love to pull JT away and like say, hey, would you want to,
I
help
think
us
he's
start this
available.
album? Yeah, that'd be kind of dope.
Yeah. Sweet, man.
I mean, it would be a great collab in either way. You know what I mean? Whoever.
Oh yeah.
Whoever. Any of them.
So, I mean, we haven't hit on this yet, man. You dropped a new single, Trev. Let's talk about it, man. Let's dig into it, brother.
Yeah, man. Sin City. Song about Vegas. It's the fun. It's a when I wrote it, I wanted to be like Will Smith Miami, except about Vegas. I wanted to have
got
that
those
same
vibes.
feel. I wanted to have that same feel. My boy Rise official, Ryan.
Yeah.
He helped me produce it. I came to him, was like, yo, I got this idea. I have this old song. I want to redo it, make a new track. And I sent it to him. He's like, oh yeah, let's do this. And so, yeah, it's so surreal that it's out. I mean, I wrote that song in 2004.
Oh,
what?
Wow, man.
I wrote the chorus and there were different verses and bridge. So when I redid it, when I went to him, I wanted to change the verses and then keep the chorus. So we kept the chorus the same, but the verses and the bridge are different than when I wrote it in 2004. So it's a new song, but the hook is still, because the hook's the best part. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to get people to hear it. Just get it out there. It's fun. It's just fun. Start your day. Get you in a good mood. Anytime you're going to Vegas, you gotta listen to it. You know what I mean? So,
anytime you're going on a road trip, it's one for the repeat section right there.
I mean, you guys heard it. You guys listened to it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
We think it's fun. That's just like you said, it had a Will Smith kind of vibe, and that's anything like Will Smith. Anybody who can, rap, and lyrically, like, that tells a story and all, but also makes you feel things, right? It's the best. It's the best kind of music in general.
I'm like, when I do write stuff like that, I'm very like painting a picture. Like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The visuals right there.
I can exactly.
I can't just go shoot the video in Vegas. Like, no, it's got to be very, very specific. I'm like, look up. We can hook up. Grab 2 martinis, make them shook up. Let's hit the top floor. I got it booked up. It's like all these are all visuals that would need to be seen in the video. So.
Which I mean, I could visualize it.
I've always kind of written that way. I've always written that way. I don't do like the glass ceiling of the lake shattered my dreams. Like my brain doesn't work like that. I wish I was more clever like that, but my brain doesn't work like that.
We can't be all Eminem, No, man. Look, it's cool to have your own style. It's kind of, it has a, was it summertime vibe? But like, it's you, man. It's true.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
I definitely feel like it's unique. It doesn't sound like anything else that's out.
That's true.
Nobody's really doing like what I'm doing. I mean, I know.
No one's really doing much right now, too. So perfect time to come in and still the summer, man.
Yeah. So it's good. I'm very happy about it. I just want people to hear it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we'll help you out with that for sure.
Definitely.
All right.
So what did you do during the pandemic, man? We got about 5 more minutes. What did Trevor the person, man? What did you do?
Trevor the person. I did a lot, man. So obviously we weren't working, and I was living in LA and Hollywood, and we didn't know when we were going to do shows again or whatever. I had my lease coming up. I knew I wanted to kind of move. I didn't know where. And I moved to the East Coast, man. Got in. So the guy that I wrote Sin City with, he lives like 10 minutes from where I moved. So that was like a reason. I'm like, okay, I'll go there. Like I could, I had a buddy that's like Ryan Cabrera, his tour manager. He's like, move out here, come live with me. Like, I got a huge house, like, come out here. I needed to like relocate.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I relocated temporarily.
Sure.
Yeah, and then I just started really honing in on Trevor, the person himself. And I said, start doing this music. I'm going to release other songs, stuff that I've been doing. So, I did a lot of stuff for Trevor.
Good.
It's not selfish.
Yeah, that's awesome. Man.
I moved and was able to focus on me. Because here's the thing. Like I said, 10 nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
10 nieces and nephews. I have friends like you, Frick, who have kids who I also want to be in their lives as well. So, I'm always, whenever I have time, I'm like, oh, yeah, I go to that. I can go to that game. I can go to that dance. Oh, I can go watch you do that. I can go do that. Well, I have a day off. I'm going to come down and see you and your kid because I want to see how they're doing. Oh, I can go do that. I can go do that. And I was doing a lot of that. And that makes me happy. I love doing that. I love doing that. That's the kind of person I am. I want to do those things. And it was until I moved out here and realized I was taking all those times that I have free time and writing music or working out or doing these things, putting the energy towards me and what I want to do. So it's been very good. Now I feel like I have a better balance. So like when I go back, I move back, and now I'll know the way I need to really navigate through my life, which I wasn't really good at. I wasn't on the way up as far as Trevor is concerned. Whereas now I am. I feel more grown and more focused and ready to like take on the world now that I moved and went away and like spread my wings and fly.
I mean, dude, I guess we can say that we're definitely happy for you, man. Because look, people search for years and years trying to find their placement, trying to find I guess you can say their purpose. And that can mean so many different things too, and it seems like you're on a path and you're on your way there, and just by making just these what you can even call small changes,
right.
And it's great, man. Very happy for you, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely, man.
I think that's something the pandemic, you could have either gone one or two ways. You know what I mean, man? Like we could have shut down. Not in the literal sense, but within yourself, you know what I mean? Or you could have said, hey, you know what? I want to go find who I am. I mean, I'm sure you knew who you were, but like find that peace almost. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I knew I'm very comfortable in my own skin. I knew exactly, like you said, who I was, but this change made it even like, bing, like
2.0.
So,
2.0 Trevor. Yeah. Watch out, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome, brother. So what's next for Otown? What's next for Trevor, man?
What's next for Otown is continuing these shows, man. Touring for the rest of the year. Hopefully we'll be in a city near you. I know there's some cities we haven't hit in a while that we'll hopefully go to. New Orleans being one of them, hopefully. I know Orlando, we're dying to get back there. But yeah, we got Texas, then we got like New Jersey and Scranton, PA, and Annapolis, Maryland. We got a bunch of shows coming up here in August. And then, Trevor shows will be soon as well. So just go download that Sin City. I should have a lyric video coming out for it soon, and then a real video. And then more music and solo performances from me. So stay tuned for that.
Amazing.
You sound like you're going to be pretty busy.
yeah, for sure.
Awesome, man. I want to ask you one last thing, man. You have a lot of fans in the house tonight. You have like a lot of dedicated fans, in here tonight. What do you want to say to them?
Oh man, I want to say thank you. Thank you for continuing to go on this journey. And even when I step away from the reason why you became a fan of me, sticking with me and riding out the new journey.
Wow.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. It means the world because I have a ton of dreams and I want to keep doing them. And I love having people there to follow them with me. So thank you so much. More to come. I love you guys so much. Seriously, you know it. You know we say it all the time. Thank you.
Perfect, dude. Perfect. Almost forgot to ask you the frickin' frack question. What advice would you give yourself knowing what you know now?
Advice?
Hard hitting.
See, it's like the book, okay? It's like the book I said. This is a long book, right?
Yep.
So as far as advice, I would tell myself to, sometimes the hard decision ends up being the correct decision.
Boom.
I don't like to.
That is truth.
Facts, bro.
Because my story is not. I like my story. Is there things that I wish differently or change, or do I wish that I found this part of me sooner? Yeah, but no, because no one's story's ever been like how mine's going to be.
It's true.
So
everyone has their own story, and no two are alike. And the biggest thing of all, no person.
There's no right way to navigate this thing in life. You know what I mean? Or entertainment, or you have to be this age to do this, or this to do that. Or it's like, nah.
We're humans. We're bound for mistakes. We're humans. We're bound for emotion. And it's a part of our life, man. It's a part of our chapter, a part of the book. That we're all writing, and I just want to encourage you to keep going, man. You're doing a wonderful job with your journey, and you've done some amazing things.
I appreciate it. Something I always say, and I actually heard Adrian Grenier, Vince, and Chase say it the other day in an interview, and this is what I've been saying: make a lot of mistakes. Make a lot of mistakes. Yep. Don't make the same mistake twice. Put yourself out there. Go make mistakes.
Yep.
That's
awesome. I guess you can say when someone says, "Do you want to go to an audition?" Go to the audition.
Yes, go to the audition. Do not go play flag football.
Don't choose anything else. Just say okay.
Yep.
Correct.
Oh man, that's awesome, dude. And such good advice, dude, and such good message to your fans. We personally, Caleb and myself, frickin' frack, and everybody that's along for this ride, your ride. Can't thank you enough, brother. You taking the hour to talk to just us is amazing.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me, man. Anytime. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. We'll see you in.
I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see both of you.
I'll be on stage with the sneakers, putting the sneakers now. So I'll go over there.
You're the sneaker keeper? Oh, let's go.
Yeah. So whenever I reach over to you for that fist bump, man,
yep,
be like, who's this?
I got you.
I'll be wearing this actually.
I'm actually the one that will be on the mic talking while you do that.
Sweet, man.
Sick, dude. That's awesome, Caleb. That's awesome.
Sweet. Well, I'll be there, man. I'll see you in 2 weeks, buddy.
Absolutely.
All right.
Take
Everybody
care,
go download Sin City. Get your tickets to Sweet Stock. Let's go.
Yes. Go to sleep to Sin City. Just turn the volume all the way down, put it on repeat. Your alarm will still work. Your alarm will still go off. Put Sin City on, repeat, and just turn your volume down, and it'll just play all through the night. Stream.
I'll tell
Your
Alexa
alarm
to
still
play
works. Glad you had
Yep.
Thank you so much for being on the show, man.
Thanks, guys.
And if you ever need anything, man, we're here for you. And we'll see you soon, buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Take
For
care.
the fans, by the fans. Peace.
Hello!
Really freaking.
It's the Frickin' Frack Show, a podcast for the fans by
This
the
is the
fans.
freaking Frack Show, a podcast for the fans, by the fans.
Freaking Frack Show, a podcast for the fans, by the fans.
All right, guys, you're watching the freaking Frack Show podcast for the
For the fans, by the fans.
Love you.